Right, afternoon Ash. 1-0 win this afternoon in quite difficult conditions. Thoughts on the game?
Difficult game, obviously we kind of knew that obviously the pitch wasn't quite, I think they've done a lot of work to this pitch and the sprinklers are on now, but obviously they've not kind of got it done in time, and there's a lot of sand on the pitch, so it's something that you're not really used to. The pitch is playable, it's not ideal, and it does make the game difficult with the way the ball rolls and stuff, but massive credit to my team today in coming here and dealing with the conditions, getting a 1-0 win. I don't care how we won today. The main thing was just to win. And I think the message to the team today was to show that we can come to a difficult game on a difficult surface and play a different game. And that's the important thing. And we've shown that today. So as far as that challenge goes, the lads have stood up to that because, listen, we know that with winter coming, there's going to be a lot more challenges where it's not a good surface to play loads of football. So, yeah, pleased and credit to the boys today in doing the kind of horrible stuff of the game and getting a 1-0 win.
Great goal by Matty Foy this afternoon to secure us all 3 points. How did you think he got on?
Yeah, well, so he's obviously had a little bit of a difficult start, I think, for his standards, and he knows that, and I had a chat with him. But I back him 100%. I know the quality that lad's got. You know, I watch him in training. I've watched him play for us a number of times, and that lad has some quality. And it's not just his quality; it's his kind of game intelligence and tactical understanding that he's really good at. So we kind of changed things at half time. We felt that we weren't being brave enough in midfield, so we kind of pushed Matty higher. And then within 10-15 minutes of the start, we got him in the box, and that's what we wanted to do, and we scored. So. Yeah, pleased for him getting that goal and a good performance from him, and now he's starting to put together performances and getting momentum, and there's definitely more to come from him for sure.
You made a few changes to your starting 11 with the return of Emo and Cav and obviously Toby. Quite an experienced bench today. What was your reasoning behind that?
Well, the reason was we kind of knew that it won't be a kind of real technical game. So we knew that it would be a game with a lot of second balls and a lot of duels. So we kind of went for more legs today, more height, and a little bit more physicality because that was going to be key to the game. So those were the decisions. Obviously, Emo and Cav coming back in, in probably another game. They probably want to come back in from for being away last week, But yeah, we made them decisions purely based on what we knew the game would be, and I think that's the important thing for us is being able to play one way and then having a bit of variation in playing another way with a different profile of player, which is important for us, and that ended up being key for us today in getting the win. So we've made mistakes before. We made that mistake at OB. I've held my hands up on that. We didn't get that right. But today we got the balance in the team right, and the balance is key. I think we're going to get sprayed in a minute.
Gotti were reduced to 10 men, with your good friend Scott Callahan getting a second yellow card. Did you feel that impacted the game at all?
Not really, because it's not a game really where you kind of can move the ball and move them around. It was just a kind of from back to front quite a bit, so it didn't really change it, to be honest. I think if I was a betting man, I could have put a bet on Callahan getting sent off today. I know he's a great lad, but I just know what he's about. He's a winner, and I knew he'd be right up for today. I think the sending off is a little bit harsh, to be fair. But yeah, it didn't change the game loads, and to be fair, they still caused a little bit of pressure towards the end. But I think if you look at have they had many chances on our goal today, I don't think they've had many at all.
How was it coming to a team that have got 4 of your players from last year starting for them? Did it change your mindset at all? Or?
Not really. Obviously, they're all good lads. The lads that are here, they never left the club on bad terms. It was all done right. It was a bit strange, to be honest. We were watching, Gillis I've been with for many years. Watching him against my back line was strange. It was. It didn't feel right, but. I knew they'd be up for it. They got kind of to prove a point in what they're about and what they can do, and they're all great lads. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for them, and this team, that team they got, they'll be all right this year. They'll be all right. So yeah, a bit strange. I'll go have a chat with him in the bar in a minute and have a beer with him. But yeah, the main thing was that we won the game, and that's all we cared about really. It weren't like we weren't going to play and be friends. We're competitive. They were competitive with us, and all we wanted today was 3 points, and we've got that.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up there now. I think